embunzini lapha emtsimba ingani bethi ibona ingwenyama ehlane ehlwa umbutho wena mkhombo elanga kangwani ingani ilanga liphuma etsheni lapha ekhaya ngosikati ingabi isathe ekhane safenda gijima tawutekela boni nemakhaya unalaba phume base balihlolana ngatoti ikhalade emaguma akho sethi ve ingonyane lemnya lapha sethi biya embunga umvemvu wakitswela usaseni awuhlali phasi wesabathini phule hlitiyo lemhlophe ngekwehlule mange emadodza uya welisundvu ngekusha kuye kuphephuka emadala wena msa wahili kahili unelulake kubusene ekhane ethafeni wena wabhuza lisemkhonweni lisetandleni uduma kwakho Mswati kuye kwaunyakatisa umhlaba wonkhana uye kwethukana bhode esikwahla kula kamlumbi wathi mashele kagansi waphuma sekamoyizela usile lo mashikizela ngekushaya umbutho ekuhlakula ulele ngwena lapha esitheni kulanqabani wase ufana nemhlambe emagwalagwala njokulo lithulu ezingolana ziyawushona kagogo wakho ekhaya kusezikhotheni umkhokha lobhunyele bafana basemasotsheni inyoni kamabiza sabele inyoni liyabhula amanzi nakhona ngenazimpiko kwangawe embube emhlaba wena waphakathi ayethe
emakhosikati bantu babenkosi ndunankulu emabandla ekweluleka ikhulu lijaji lelikhulu lisekela landunankulu tindvuna tembuso nabamele mave kuleli baqondzisi netindlu totimbili tePhalamende lo bukesigodi salapha kamanzini timenywa etibalulekile lo buke libutho letekucisha umlilo nabo bonke bomaqhuzu nani nonke libutho letekucisha umlilo sinvusela kakhulu kumatsapha.
Emakhosikati, Your Royal Highnesses, Prime Minister, Councillors, Chiefs, the Chief Justice, Deputy Prime Minister, Cabinet Ministers, members of the Diplomatic Corps, presiding officers and members of both Houses of Parliament, the Regional Administrator for the Manzini region, distinguished guests, the Chief Fire Officer, and all ranks of the fire and emergency services in the kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all here in Matsapa.
Bekunene unamuhla uyinjabulo lenkulu ukuthi sibuthene lapha kuMatsapa elangeni lemlando kude kucisha imlilo njoba namuhla lilanga labo lekwe ukuthi sitogubha lisuku lekuto bonala abalaba cisha umlilo phinze futhi kube langa njoba beba nemabutho labonasa ukuthi ayaphotfulwa namuhla asave atawungena nawo ngekwemthetho saphelele emsebentini wekucisha umlilo bekunene.
We are pleased to be here today on this great historic inaugural Fire Day here today, which also marks the passing out parade of those that have been recruited within the Fire and Emergency Department here today.
Bekunene sithatha lethuba lekunemukela nonke kulelanga lanamuhla uthi nibe khona nalababuya ngaphandle kuleli nabo siyabamukela ukuthi bativele bemukelekile ebekunene.
We take this moment to welcome you all here today. And my special welcome goes to those that are from without our borders who have come to join us on this great historic day here in Matsapa.
Kulo libutho letekucisha umlilo singasho ukuthi ninesibusiso lesikhulu ikakhulu laba labasha labafikako ngoba leni bakhanzile embikwenu abazange sebalitfole lelithuba lelihle lenjengaleli la khona batawubusiswa njoba nitawubusiswa namuhla kepha ke njoba bangazange balitfola lelo thuba lelo ukuthi babe la esikoleni labatawubusiswa khona bonke namuhla sebangini ngikhathi batawubusiswa kahle njoba seningene nonke la esikoleni ukuthi nale bangene phambilini bangakalithola lithuba leli nani nindawubusiswa namhla ngilo langa lekunibusisa.
Firefighters, I must say that you are indeed a great blessing to the nation. But more blessed today are these recruits that are passing out here today. For those that have been before you have never had this great experience of passing out and being blessed in such a manner. But here today, you stand to represent all those that have gone before you as firefighters. They are now being blessed through you here today. As you stand before the nation today, you are a true representation of all those noble efforts brought by all the firefighters that have come before you, and they are indeed blessed through you today.
Sithumisa nendlela lebonakele ni khomba ngayo ukuthi libutho lakafaya ligcine kangakanani emtimbeni empilweni njoba nje sinibonile lapha nalomsebenzi noma umusha etimpilweni tenu kungazange litholakala lithuba lenjengaleli kepha indlela leni shaya ngayo idrill lapha na performer kungathi kathi naqala niwenda lo msebenzi kuyabonakala ukuthi nento umsebenzi lomuhle bakafaya.
We do commend you, firefighters, for showcasing the strength and the resilience of the firefighting department. Here today we have had to witness the drills that you have well performed here today, which actually gives us the thought and idea that you have been doing this for a very long time, yet this is your inaugural day, and we are so pleased to see this great performance that you have showcased here today.
Libutho lakafaya sithumisa bona laba lebe baniqeqesha ngoba nani niyabonakala emtimbeni ukuthi utho sibili linemandla liqinile njoba umsebenzi wenu vele mkhulu kwenta imisebenzi lenebungoti ekhathi kepha ke nani niyakhombisa ngemitimba ukuthi noma ngangumuphi loyo msebenzi noma lapho nikhonjwe khona ukuthi nihambe nolekelela live Steve nawuvele niwende ekuthembeka nangekuhlonipha umsebenzi libutho lakafaya.
I also take the time to applaud those trainers that have trained you so very well to meet all the requirements and expectations that are expected from a professional firefighter. Today, I would like to applaud them for making you as fit and strong as demonstrated here today.
Siyabona ukuthi ngoba nalelanga liphumile liyavakala namuhla akusasiko nasebusika kepha ke solo nimile ningile nombolo lenginikhanze ningiyo yona kuyakhomba ukuthi cha imitimba iphilile sibili kufuneka nihlale kanjalo ke ibutho lakafaya.
I am impressed with your physical fitness in light of the summer heat that is quite scorching here today. You still stand before me in the same strength of number since you came to the square. So I do see that indeed you are fit to be firefighters who are going to be passed out here today.
Si tumisa ukuthi emabutho lebeka khona embili anishiye eligwayi njoba sivile anishiye eligwayi njoba sivile ukuthi emaphoyisa benibambisene nawo nisebenta nawo njoba vele emsebentini leminyenti yelive igijimani kanye kanye nakune ehlakalo lena nalena hambe nobona umsebenzi welive ukuthi sive senkosi siphephile ukuthi siyathumisa ke ukuthi nebhala kubeke lobu budlelwane bube buhle ngoba naku nje nibambisene ne performance le ne drill leniyendile siyeva ukuthi nibambisene nabo ukuthi nako lokuhle ukuthi na lamanye amabutho adzinga lusito kubambisana avela abambisane mas lusito umsebenzi wenkosi uhambe kahle butho lakafaya.
Firefighters, your forebears and those that have gone before you have left a mammoth challenge for you as firefighters here today. You have worked very well alongside the Mswati Police Service in the saving of human life and property at every time you are called upon to respond. This is indeed the spirit I expect from firefighters, that they should always respond when called upon to in any situation or circumstance. Your cordial work alongside the police service is highly commendable, and that is the spirit I expect from you firefighters.
Libutho eteqisha umlilo nine labasha njoba ningena kulomsebenzi lona lobonalisa ukuthi nikhanzela abanye embili leni bakhanzile basebenta ngekuthembeka nangekutimisela lokukhulu nangekubaqotho nangekwe ukuthi nathi ukuthi umsebenzi wenu ukuthi la live Steve nasisengotini nisheshe nisiphephise siphume kuleyo ngoti uthi ke siyakholwa ukuthi nani ninenibasha na ungenela labadala nifunze indlela kulabasembili umsebenzi wetekutisha umlilo niwende nekwesithembeka nangemsebenzi lomuhle elibutho lakafaya.
You new recruits and passing out firefighters here today. As you leave this stage today, you are joining your colleagues that have been before you. I therefore urge and charge you to learn best practice from those that you will find in the various stations where you are going to be posted. You must take up the acquired skills and demonstrate and put them into best practice whenever you are called upon to respond. Your calling is one that responds to emergencies, and that is the alertness and actual strength and courage that is expected from you as a firefighter in the kingdom.
Kubo bonke laba bekucisha umlilo namuhla leli lilanga lapho na live lonke leSwatini linidumisa nangekwe ukuthi lelanga lilende lelanga libe mqoka iyakhulunge kwathi ukuthi libutho letecisha umlilo umsebenzi walo mukhulu kangakanani futhi unebungoti lobungakanani nanisebenta kepha ke noma kunjalo niyadinikela kungebonakala ukuthi sive singaze silahlekelwe imiphefumulo nikhona nilibutho letekucisha umlilo nekuphephisa sive ukuthi esigabeni lesinyenti sibonile nisebenza ngethembeka angekuhlonipha lo msebenzi sisike namuhla langa lekuhlonivumisa lonke libutho letekucisha umlilo.
This day, firefighters also presents a day to recognize and applaud the work that is done by firefighters in the kingdom. That is why we have this fire day here today to reward and recognize the efforts that the fire department contribute to the effective living of all Mswati in the kingdom, especially in the saving of life and property, where you have been seen working diligently with all honesty, where you have shown your courage in all areas where you have been called to respond unto.
Nembala lesitubulo senu sekuthi nibomabize basabele nibonile ba esiveni le bekubonalisa ukuthi kumbe sekwendeke sehlakalo ngaba sehlakalo ukuthi ukhona kumbe labathi bayawela emhlweni bavelwa ingoti bawa kamadima bahtelela kwase khanya ukuthi bamuka nemandi nibe khona kuba kulabo niyokwathi kubalekelela kule besehle nabe bahamba ngetindzaba ukhanza ukuthi bakhwele tindzaba sebawile abukhona lapho nasemililweni loba nangabe noma ngazi besakhiwo bangalelinye ilanga ukhanza bantu balele bangakanaki ukuthi bekukhona lokuqala kubhunya njengemakhandlela nemililo lemncanyana bese kuyophela sekuvela imililo etingotini tetimoto konke la kubonala khona ukuthi niyabitwa nisabele niyakhombisa nembala nikhombisile emuva nanamuhla ngiyakholwa ukuthi dawufake amandla kakhulu ukuthi niwabambe kakhulu lo msebenzi niqhubeke niphakamise lona ligama letekucisha umlilo.
Firefighters, you have lived up to your name as quick responders, as we have seen you in the nation respond to various emergencies where you have been called upon to respond. We have seen you rescue people in flooded rivers and those that have fallen from mountain climbing. We have seen you respond to car accidents and fires in various homesteads where fire has been started by a little thing as small as a candle. But you firefighters have got the courage to go out and face those calls to respond when you are needed. I do hope that this day is going to serve as an inspiration to all firefighters who are called upon to the various needs in the kingdom, that you are indeed a firefighter that must respond at all times when called upon.
Loku kutsatako ubona le drill leni yendile lapha embi kwethu ukukhombisa ukuthi nasekunesehlakalo ibutho letekucisha umlilo ivele lisebenze kanjani ubonakele ukuthi niqeqeshiwe sibili nemsebenzi leni usebenzako noma unebungoti kude livalo lokukutsatako ukuthi sebobabe nabomake bonke bayafanana nakuthiwa kanje kuyosetshenzwa kude loshaya livalo ukuthi mina ngoba ngikude ngede ngakhona sinikwendile nongana ukuthi lokhu ke uyakutsatha kakhulu nibutho lakafaya.
I have been impressed by the various rescue fire drills performed here today. I saw courage in display where you have shown to be fearless as a result of the vigorous training that you have received whilst undergoing your training program here in the fire department. I could not detect male or female during your drills here. That goes to show that you have been indeed well trained, and I applaud you and commend you for that great training and drill display performed before the nation today.
Sibonile ke nelibutho la letecisha umlilo ukuthi ivele le equipment efanele nalekhona kunetisa live lonke imqoko eyakhulu ngoba nelive esipayeni bakhuluma kakhulu ngekuthi ibutho letecisha umlilo ifuna likhutsatwe ngekwanziswa kwadotonke tinto lefanele basebente ngato kube bete lapho nakubonakala ukuthi kumbe sekwehle sehlakalo khona kube ngathi kushoda lokhu site lokhu kanzi kufanele kuyophephiswa umphefumulo kuthi ke nembala live litakwenda elifanele likwende ekutheni sive sonke seMswati nelive lonke ibe nale kufanele lokutawati ukuthi naniba nakuswa nje ubambiza sabele nasenibitiwe nisabele ngespeed njengoba ngivile ukuthi nifanele nithathe less than 3 minutes la kufanele nisabele khona ngoba mase kube ngetulu bese kuvela umonakalo nine bekucisha umlilo.
As firefighters, it is important that you have relevant equipment that is going to assist you be able to respond. I am pleased to see the various equipment that has been demonstrated here today that will assist you, enable you to be the quick responder that you are all acclaimed to be. The nation at Tibaya made a clarion call that the nation should indeed support the fire department with all their needed equipment and also upskill their human resource so that they are able to respond, so that no life or property is lost because of needed equipment amongst you as firefighters. I therefore am impressed to see that this equipment is in good use, and assure you that the nation will continue to support you with more equipment to respond across the kingdom.
Libutho la tecisha umlilo siyathi ke ukuthi live liyakhula ngetakhiwo liyakhula ngalokwa nangalokwa le kubonala ukuthi nalikhula live kusho kona ukuthi ke tecisha umlilo tifanele timatche le standard saleyo msebenzi lekhona eveni ngoba nje kukhula titezi kukhula konke lokhu sibonile le equipment lapha lekhomba ukuthi noma ngasitezi lesinjani noma ngabe seyinzaba lenjani kepha ke ngoba ngeminyaka titezi tiyakhula ibe dithe kakhulu. Ngake ngafika emaveni la sikhuluma ngabo first world khona ukhanze ukuthi sikhuluma ngema floors la shona letulu kube kungakhulunywa ngabo 80 floors ushona letulu kakhulu lokumqoka ke ukuthi ke nakwendiwa leyo msebenzi leyo bete kucisha umlilo bafanele babe la eceleni kwaleto daktiwo leto kwendele ukuthi noma ngabe kwentekani kuleyo msebenzi leyo khanze anani hele lungile ningasebenta lo msebenzi wekuphephisa sive nine bekucisha umlilo.
Firefighters, the nation is growing and also developing at a fast pace. It is for that reason that you as firefighters must be found equal to the task, more especially because we do have high-rise buildings and also mountains which are so high, which you are expected to respond to without faith. I have traveled the world and have seen some high-rise buildings which are almost over 80 floors high. It is expected that firefighters must always respond. A firefighter cannot be one that will say he or she is unable to respond to any circumstance or need in the kingdom. It is for that reason that you as firefighters must be found ready, alert, and prepared to respond to any situation whenever called upon.
Sidumisa wonke umsebenzi nabo labanibambisako njoba nelive liyanibambisa njoba silapha nje sitomniketa natho loqina esigabeni sekutheni konke lokhu lengikhuluma ngako live langisekela linibambise kubonakale ukuthi ucisha umlilo kiwo onke emagumbo mane kulelive bonase ukuthi kunelibutho eteqisha umlilo ne-equipment lenele lengabonala ukuthi ke noma ngabe kwendeke leso sehlakalo la singehlanganisenteka khona nikone kuyokwati ku-save sive siphephe nina beqisha umlilo.
I also take this time to applaud those that are in support of the fire and emergency department in various ways. Government also stands in support of the fire and emergency department because it is indeed important that you must have all the necessary equipment that will enable you to respond at all times. Therefore, government will continue to support you at all times.
Le kunye lesikudumisako ngiyona le inhlelo lenhleni libamba nibete kucisha umlilo ukuthi nanento umsebenzi sive nibohle nislayela ukuthi nisebenta njani njengoba uba ne program leniyendako kuleti bomabona kude naleti temisakato konke ukuthi nikwati kuqhumanisa sive nebete kucisha umlilo ukuthi nisebenta kanjani ukuthi ke leto tinhlelo leto lentibambile inhle kakhulu ngoba tiyakwati ukuthi sive sihlale sinelwati ngemsebenzi lenwendako nangetindlela ukuthi aphatha sitokhona banganibita kanjani ukuthi konke leyo msebenzi leyo siyayidumisa nina becisha umlilo.
I also like to applaud you for the education that you provide freely on various media and various other platforms on the emergency prevention and preparedness and response to the nation, also equipping the nation to know what to do in times of emergencies and how to also make contact with the fire and emergency services whenever their services are needed. This is indeed a great initiative that I do applaud, and I ask that you continue being informative to the nation and teaching the nation on those best practices.
Sithatha nethuba njoba sivile ukuthi kunemave netihlobo lelive letithi lapho kunesikhebe sikhona emsebenzini lenwendako babe lusito nabo baqhamuke badikijele esivivaneni isike asibabonge labo labaye badikijele bonke ngekwehlukahlukana kwabo ukuthi nanabo bayawuthatha tibongo bayawusibongela emakhaya lapho baqhamuka khona ngemsebenzi labawendako lomuhle bekunene.
I also want to take this time to thank the generous support of all friends of the kingdom, persons and nations that have supported the fire department whenever the need has risen. I ask that you take our sincere appreciation and gratitude to your various families and nations for the support that you have continued to provide to this kingdom in the fire and emergency department.
Nani libutho letekusha umlilo dijabula ukuthi njoba ihamga kanjena lihambeni emasiko yesinibone nani qamuka siqhamuka ngilamabutho ongana njoba kunemasotsha kunemaphoyisa kune-correctional services senani bekucisha umlilo nani nibe sekhathi kubonala ukuthi nani solo nilibutho linye ukuthi lokho kuyajabulisa kakhulu kunibonane ukuthi nasikuya kumasiko yantikhuthalela kakhulu ukuthi nako ke lokuhle ngoba umuntu uNkulunkulu uyawumathi ngemhambo wangakubo ukuthi wena usabuka kuphi kanjani nini bekucisha umlilo.
I have also seen you firefighters during our national cultural events, where you have also been seen alongside the Umbuto Swaziland Defense Force, the Correctional Services, and the Royal Mswati Police Service. You have demonstrated your love for culture, because indeed your culture is important. Even when you get to heaven, Almighty God shall recognize you through your culture, which you have so well preserved, and you will be known by your culture. I therefore commend you for loving and appreciating and also showing yourselves during the various cultural events in the kingdom.
Sithokoza ke kuba nani namuhla sibonile umsebenzi nemalungiselelo makhulu sibili lenwendile sidumisa konke lenikwendile kini nonke ninetekucisha umlilo etethulo lentethulile tato letfake ekhatsi njoba intokazi nenhlangano nayo nabeka achikishele esivivaneni konke nato leto tethulo leto datidumisa kakhulu sifande nalapho nithethe khona nina bekucisha umlilo.
Firefighters, it has been a great joy for us to be here today. We have enjoyed the prepared program that you have so well prepared for us here today. We have seen the various drills performed here, and also the gifts that have been given to us have been much appreciated, especially the gift to Her Majesty, the Queen Mother's Philani Mswati organization has been a very much appreciated gesture that goes to the elderly amongst us. I'd like to thank you for all the gifts given to us today. May God bless you for those gifts.
Nekwekusho ukuthi ngoba sekubonakele ukuthi seniqeqeshiwe senilungele ukuthi nani inelabasha sale nihamba niye titeshini ngekuhlukahlukana la khona lisango letekucisha umlilo batani deploya ngakhona siyakholwa ukuthi yonke indzawo la nihamba khona nawuqhubeka ethembeke kube kuhle niwusebente ngebuqotho lo msebenzi wetekucisha umlilo.
To you passing out recruits here today, you are now going to be dispatched to the various stations where the nation expects you to work in honesty and integrity, upholding the oath of office that you have so taken here today. I therefore charge you to demonstrate all the acquired skills that you have acquired since you have come for your training here in the Fire and Emergency Department. Demonstrate those skills well and save the nation.
Ngiyakholwa nisahamba nisaya editation ngekwehlukana loyo naloyo uyawuthandazela umthandazo esigabeni sekutheni nangasasebenta liphutha lelingavela lelingahamba livethe umkhuhlane uthi ngiloyo athi thandazele uthi awu nanisebenta konke kusebenteke kahle konke kube kuhle nikwati nokuthi noma nasebenta wananani ningehlelwa tehlakalo njengoba ndabe sebenza umsebenzi nonebungoti ekhathi kuthi ke nani sesifisa konke kunambele kahle ninebutho letekucisha umlilo.
As you go out to your various stations where you are going to be posted, I urge you to pray for yourselves that in your carrying out of your important duties, no life should be lost whilst doing your duties. I also ask that you pray, even for yourselves as you do your work, that your work must be done well and never at any point lose or miss your work so that people may complain or bring an evil report. I therefore charge you, firefighters, that continue to pray for yourselves as you do your many important duties to the nation.
Nekwekusho kweusikula namuhla nine labasha abaphothulwako njoba seningena lapha kulomsebenzi wetekuba tekucisha umlilo senivele nibusisiwe kwemsetho ibutho letekucisha umlilo.
I therefore declare to you firefighters here today that you are indeed blessed under my hand to move out as professional firefighters and work for the nation here today.
Siyabonga uNkulunkulu asibusise sonke bekunene.
I thank you. May Almighty God bless us all. Ayethe wena waphakathi wena ungangezindaba uyimbubu yesabe kuhle mathole ezinyatha.
Wena mkhombo elanga kangwani ngani ilanga liphume etsheni lapha ekhaya ngosikati ingabe isathe ekhane tsafenta gidima tawutekela bonne emakhaya wona labaphume base balihlola nangathi othi khalade emaguma akho sethi ve inkonyane lemnya lapha sethi bembunga umvemvu wakithwela usaseni awuhlali phasi wesabathi intfuli tithiyo lemhlophe ngekwehlule mange emadoda uyimbubu ingonyama udle emathole ezinyathi wena waphakathi ethe